I really want to build a team around Calyrex, Shadow, and Blastoise for VGC Series 13. I think it's a really, really cool core. I think a lot of the mons that really pin and dissuade people from running Calyrex, Blastoise can deal with, and anything that really disincentivize Blastoise, if used correctly, Calyrex can actually enable the Blastoise to actually have good advantages in those matchups. I also think that like people are playing Cali Shadow Blastoise wrong. A lot of people like to play Blastoise like Fake Out, and then, they might have like Icy Wind or Scald, and then they can put up the Cannonade if they want. But I really think you should be doing is actually more often than not going with a big Max Cali, opening up with like a Hyper Beam for a G-Max Strike to make them slower than them slower than your Blastoise, and your Blastoise just pops off with like a Water Spout, right? And it just absolutely melts them like a Mystic Water, like you just one-shot their Zacian or something. So I think a team like this could actually be really, really good. I also think I probably want to use a Kyogre so I can enable the Blastoise to deal with even more damage. Like if I were to lead Kyogre Blastoise and just go double Water Spout, that beats a lot of different teams. And then from there, I think mons that we might need would be something like a Whimsicott or a Torn. I think Whimsicott is probably what I'm going to go with. And then from there, what else do I realistically want? I think we might need an Alecki to be able to deal with Yveltal, so let's throw a Regieleki. And then last but not least, I think Entity is good. So I want to build a team kind of like this. I want to try and do it in game. But I do think that like we can go big Max Cali, big Max Blastoise. Kyogre's going to be Scarfed, like it can be Orbed. We have the Psychic Seas, Entity, Sash, Whims. Very, very solid squad. And hopefully it can work, right? Hopefully it can work. So Seismitoad, Kyogre, this is going to be a hard team to play against because it's Trick Room, right? So Trick Room is probably this team's worst matchup, and they have the Torkoal. Now the question is like, what do I want to do against that? I could lead Entity Cali, and like Helping Hand Astral probably takes out the Cali if they don't max. The problem is the Mimikyu. I think that we might just want to go Kyogre. I think Kyogre Cali is probably just my best bet. But then, like, what do we do versus Seismitoad? Do they actually want to go aggressive? I don't think the Mimikyu OHKOs us, and if it does go for something like that, I don't think they get it. They could switch in their Torkoal, but then it just dies, right? That's the thing, is like, I think a lead like this kind of works. We don't want to bring the Lecky. I want to bring the Blastoise too. I don't know if it's the right play. Maybe we bring Blastoise instead of Kyogre. Ooh, I like that. What if we bring Blastoise instead of Kyogre so we can fake out the Cali? I like that a lot, actually. And we can still pop the Mimi. Actually, I don't know if we pop Mimi. No, because we're not faster with Blastoise. Well, we'd have to Cannonade it. That's fine. Whimsicott's normally okay here. Let's see. I'll try the Whims. It's better than Entity, right? So much AoE on that team, you don't need Entity. Let's try this. Let's try this. So let's see. They could do a couple things here. They could lead Torkoal Venu. We could switch in the... we could just switch in the Kyogre and absolutely mess him up. What do you guys think's going to happen here? What do you guys think they're leading with? Do you think it's going to be Mimi, Cali Ice? Torkoal Venu. Awesome. So we just switch in Venu. Sorry, switch in Kyogre and we win. Let's think about this. Yeah, I think you just switch in Kyogre and win, because then you just bring out Blastoise in the back. Do you run grass coverage on a team like this? For Seismitoad, Gastrodon. So you could put Giga Drain on the Whims if you want, but you got to think about it like we have the tools to break it, even without grass coverage, because we have like Cali and Entity and stuff like that. So normally you could put Giga Drain or Energy Ball if you want, but like Psychic Attacks hit those things just as hard. We're gonna Astral and just hard switch in Kyogre. But yeah, normally you'd think about Giga Drain here, but I just used the Whims ahead. I'm actually more afraid of like Kyurem Whites and stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons why we have Dazzling Gleam on the Whimsicott. Also, like sometimes you want to be able to max Starfall with your Whims so you can stop Spores. So that's one of the reasons why I'm currently using a Dazzling Gleam Whimsicott instead of like one with Giga Drain. Let's see what they want to do. What's the difference between hard and soft switch? So when you say hard switch, it's a soft switch would be something like a parting shot or a U-turn, a move that allows you to switch while also getting something done. It's a little bit safer in some situations because you can also soak damage and switch safely. A hard switch is like you taking your turn to switch in something. So they're probably maxing the Venusaur. I don't know who they're going into, but we should be able to take out the Torkoal this turn. And then even if you take out the even if you take out the, what is it? If you take out the Kyogre, I still get to just bring out my Blastoise and we're fine. Protect Torkoal. Good play. That's so smart. They can actually switch out that Torkoal next turn. I don't know who they're going into, though. I would actually really like to see them go into Cali, because then we just bring out Blastoise and just roll everyone. Okay, it's good damage. Vine Lash doesn't really matter who it hits. Yep, Kyogre's fine. Ooh, Kyogre actually ticks out from that. It's actually good that we get KO there, by the way. So let's think about this. This is a very important turn. We know that they're going to be switching. I actually think that we can KO there. I think this KO is Blastoise. So like what we're going to do is we're actually going to max here. And we're going to max strike the Venu. And I think Spout will actually KO from there. I think max strike plus a Spout in the rain, plus all that, like they're gone. Why is it good Kyogre died? So VGC is all about positioning. They're going to protect the Venu. They can if they want. They might. They have to switch a Spout in or lose their Torkoal. Right? That's still a net win for us. But it's good Kyogre died because it lets us regain board positioning. Right? This is still a really good turn. And the reason we have to max strike is because Venusaur has 2 base speed on Blastoise. We are a full speed Blastoise, but like they can be a little bit faster. And usually on a team like this, they are the full timid Venu. And so we just want to take them off the board. There's nothing wrong with them popping for max guard, but they're going to lose their Torkoal or have to switch in something. So Torkoal switches, right? And so it's also good that we're maxing the Cali instead of maxing the Blastoise here. Absolutely fine. This Kyogre should not be able to switch in on this very well. It's going to do over half. And if they send the Torkoal back out, like, let's find out. I wonder if they're going to max guard Venu and try and switch back in the Torkoal. That'd be kind of clean. But, like, we'll see. Max guard, good play. There's nothing I can do about it, though. So let's see how much damage we do here. Big Spout. Big damage. That's Vested Ogre. So we're gonna switch out Blastoise for Wims and just get the Veno off the board. Whimsicott also won't take damage from the chip, from the Vine Lash. But we gotta get the Blastoise out. So the fact that the Kyogre, like, I actually wish the Kyogre was Scarfed, but like it's fine. It's not fine, but like I'm okay with it. Let's see what they go after. I think they might max Quake. Like they can't break our Cali right now. I don't think. Because if they want to switch in the Torkoal, Venu can't do it. Right? And if they want to... The fact that, like, they have a Torkoal in the back means we actually don't have to go over the Kyogre, because we actually take out the Venu, they have to send out the Kokra eventually. You see what I mean? They have to go for all these switches. We don't ever have to go into those slots. We can always go into the teammates. So this is going to make the Venu faster than our Cali, but they shouldn't be able to do anything significant. Is it running Hyper Beam? It is, yeah. I don't use any glitches like that. It just doesn't do enough. It does a lot, but it's just not enough, you know? And this is going to give us a +1. Cool. I have 1 max turn left, and there's now a terrain on the board. And I have a Wims here to be able to go for Tailwind in case they did send out something fast. Like, let's say they did something weird. I could just Tailwind. I think I'm just going to click the Devo. I think Wims fine. We could Tailwind though to make sure Cali wins, or not Cali, let's think about this, because like they could just protect their, it's going to be hard to say. If they send out Kyogre, they send out Kyogre. I'm not as, well, if they send out Kyogre, I'm not afraid of Torkoal, we just nuke the Kyogre. If they send out Cali, it could get a little bit dicey, because like, we have to respect both of those options, and I think it's smarter to respect the Cali even if we get Eruptioned in the face. Because then I could always send out, we'll see. This could get dicey if they send out Cali here. which is highly probable. Seismitoad, bro! Okay, so they're going to switch in. I'm just going to Tailwind and pop the Seismitoad then. Last turn here. They're going to switch in Torkoal for Kyogre. Torkoal's already shown Protect. So, like, it's not spexed. So I don't need to respect it as much. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Alright. Yeah, I think you have to go over the Seismitoad. If you want to protect your Toad and attack with Torkoal, like, there's not that much I can do about it, because I'm doing my very best to protect your Toad. Yeah, they're playing with... I think they might be in the stream, realistically. Judging by how they've played this game so far, and they take the full timer on the turns that really matter. Tailwind's good, though. That means the Blastoise is going to be able to pin the Kyogre. And we're probably going to lose the Cali this turn. Not in this format of VGC. Fire Blast. Oh my gosh, that's fine. Yeah, we have Stash. If you actually KO Wims, it's good for us. For me. Never lucky. Cool that we win. So now we're at +2. No reason to Encore, there's a train on the board. Yeah, they're playing weird. And remember how long it took us to find a game. That's the thing about it. Like, that's the thing. It took us a really, really long time to find a game. But hey, whatever. They've played well so far as well. They haven't, like, fallen for anything, but, like, you know, they've just pivoted correctly. Either way, we're still going to win. This Cali's at +2. It has +1 from the KO we got on the Venu, and it has +1 from its specs now. So we get the KO on both these guys, and even if it was like a Sash Torkoal, we'd break it. The only thing that actually gets them out of this is Quick Claw. Quick Claw is the only item that can get them out of this situation. There's nothing they can do. Yeah, we're still faster because we Tailwinded. So they're trying to make the Seismitoad faster than the Cali right now. Doesn't work. That's why that's one of the reasons why we brought Wims to this game, is because, like, we wanted to respect Trick Room, but, like, we wanted to make sure we didn't lose to, like, either of the Chlorophyll Swift Swim Mons. Double KO. Bruh! Cali, that's a +4! Nice Blastoise team, right? And we used it! We used the Blastoise. It came out. It did stuff. And we take those. Yeah, they should have hit the Cali. They're trying to hit the Wims. They should have hit the Cali. I think they thought we had Giga. I think that we had like a grass attack on the Wims. That's why they protected. That makes more sense than them being in the stream, actually. I think they're just taking a long time. And the reason we're not expanding is because we've been locked into Astral since before we were Scarfed. Quick Claw still gets some job done, though. Battles cancel. We'll take those wins. Cool. Every second match is this team. It's a popular core. I mean, every single team looks like that. Every single team's going to have Wims. Every single team's going to have Yveltal, Zacian, usually an Ogre or a Groudon. This team has both. And then, like, a good Maxmon. So you could pick things like Dialga, Kyurem White, Reshiram, Palkia, Giratina. So, like, every single team's going to look like this one right now. It's the most optimal way to play the format, I would say. We're the one trying to innovate with NDD and Blastoise. I think they're going to go big Groudon at some point. I think that they could go... See, that's the thing, is, like, you want to either max the Groudon or the Dialga, and you shouldn't bring both, right? So I think they're going to go a mixture of, like... Zacian's probably coming somewhere. Whimsicott's probably coming somewhere. Yveltal's probably coming somewhere, and then either the Dialga or the Groudon is coming. That'd be my guess. So let's see. Let us see. And we're trying to force a combo, so, like, if it doesn't work, you know, that's what it is. So this is a good enough lead, I would say. Two things we can do here. I think I'm going to switch in the Ogre and just pop the Yveltal, because I think they're going to Sucker Punch or Max, and I want to be able to just one-shot it. I would love that. I think we could technically just fake out the Yveltal to stop Sucker Punch there, but they could be maxing it and Airstreaming. I'm going to switch in the Ogre, though, and try and just pop the Yveltal. I think it's going to be sick. So let's see how much damage this even does. Hopefully I don't get snarled too bad. But I want this really bad. I want this like really, really bad. So let's see if they're snarling. We one-shot. I think this is a one-shot. If... Would you ever use Trick with Choice Specs? I'm using that right now. That's what the Calyrex has. I use it all the time. Let's see what they do. Let's see. Take that long turn, huh? No need for us to throw here. And let's see if they're maxing. If they max the Groudon, I don't really care. Blastoise should outspeed a slow Groudon. And we're maxing. Cool. So they're not maxing anything faster than Blastoise. I think the worst case scenario here is we get snarled on Yveltal. But like, if I can pop that Yveltal, that'd be so sick, man. This is Mystic Water Rain boosted. I'd love it if you just one-shotted the Yveltal. I'd love it so much. Let's go. Protect Yveltal. It's fine. Awesome. Good damage here. I don't care if you, like, P-Blades. Double protect. It's fine with me. I have a big pin right here. This is a humongous pin here. And the cannonade's already up. Yeet. That's huge. I wonder why they did that. Did they think I was gonna like policy proc into one of those guys? So let's actually think about the right play here. We can kill both of them with a spout. And I think they're gonna be switching out Groudon for something. I think I'm going to strike into that slot. And it's a weak strike because it's based off of Fake Out, but it's speed control. So even if they switch in the Whims, I think they lose it. Cool. They could Sucker Punch, but it wouldn't do that much damage to the Kyogre. We should be able to get a double KO here. Withdraw, Groudon, so is it Whims like we talked about? Dialga, cool. It's a little bit slower now. Sucker Punch, there it is. Cool. It's the right play. Oh my god! It's orbed! That's so much damage! I hate that. That sucks. That's way too much damage. The Yveltal actually sticking around there is good for us because we get to let it tick out for one more turn and we can actually go for like one really, really big cannonade. Strike's weak as shit, but like, it is what it is. I thought we were going to be catching the Whims, not the Dialga. So they're maxing the Dialga in this situation. We're going to switch out Kyogre. That should still be alive, just barely. Awesome. So I'll take out next turn, we have to go after it. If you switch in your Groudon for Yveltal, it is what it is. Yeah, it's definitely a physical Yveltal. Let's see, saving the Ogre in the back and getting rid of the Yveltal is nice. They should switch out the Yveltal for Groudon, realistically, and go for Trick Room. And then we'll see what happens from there. But, like, it's not a good spot for us, but maybe we can almost get something done. Good play going for the Sucker Punch, hard switch in the Dialga. If I would have cannonaded there, we would have just won, though. That Dialga can't switch in on that. Imagine that Dialga took, like, 80% more. They'd be out of max options for the team. So they're maxing Dialga right now. No Groudon bringing yet. Yeah, Groudon still has Precipice Blades. Let's see. Are you gonna Quake? Like the Blastoise still actually has a ton of power here. The fact that you're not tricking me means like, and you're just going like this. Like I can just bring out my Calyrex and just roll you over in the back. Sucker Punch. Yep, go for it. That's why we have Rain Dish. Holy shit, that's so much damage. Life Orb, Black Glasses. Like that's no joke how much damage it does. But you shouldn't be able to. Maybe Roar Time, but you've already shown your Orb, right? That's so much. Quake. Awesome. So Spit F boost here. It's okay. Doesn't get it. Blastoise is too big. And so that's our last max turn. We just don't know if we're faster than that Groudon. Do you guys think we're faster than Groudon? Did we ever actually see it protected? So such a weak spout. Because, like, we could just switch in Kyogre and Spout if we wanted to. We can just also Tailwind and, like, Icy Wind if we wanted to. It's not bad. I think the Tailwind's the right play. Tailwind, lose both the Mons, maybe. It's hard to say exactly what we need to be doing here. I assume the Groudon's coming back out. What do you guys think? It could be Zacian too, I guess. Groudon, cool. Kyogre just rocks it. You shouldn't be bringing both. These are only really good at max. So Kyogre should be able to OP that. I think I could just switch in Kyogre and Spout there. I really could. I have an idea. If you take out the Blastoise, I get to just bring in Kyogre and we're fine. And if you protect or anything like weird, we can Encore. This makes so you can't get my Whimsicott off the board, and I just need to wait at your max turns. Dialga's taken out, like, Cannonade's happening. They thought we would switch it over, we didn't. And so now, Zacian. Awesome, we can one-shot that, I think. Oh, maybe? This is gonna be a weird, this is a weird board. You can totally go after the Blastoise, like, it really doesn't matter. I think they're going after Whims with, like, a Steel Spike or something. But I'll take a Shell Smash. Bro! We're getting big out here. The weakest water spout the world's ever seen, right? Dude, I'm gonna do it. Quake? Alright, it is what it is. Whimsicott didn't need to do anything that turn. That works. Okay. I think you just send with the Cali. The Zacian got the Spadef boost, but like, it's probably the best I can do. Like, that's a lot of damage still too. Stally's last turn. Is that a sub? Yo, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you for that sub. You're absolutely amazing. Thank you. We got 5 gifted subs today as a total. That's the number we always want to see. Appreciate it. So Dialga has one more max turn. Had to get to number 1 for the gifted subs on the stream. Appreciate it. Last turn of Cannonade. Cannonade's done. Sunlight's still up. This is Dialga's last max turn. Groudon's still very healthy. Let's go. Let's see how much damage we do. If we can put the Zacian within range for Kyogre, we can win. Bro, Callie with a crit, yo! Callie with a double crit, yo! Oh my god, yo! I knew we were gonna kill the Dialga, right? The Dialga was going down. The Zacian was gonna be able to trade, and then we would bring out Kyogre, and we'd probably be fine for Scrap. That was my idea. But like, I'll just take a double crit, and I'll go to +4 or +3. Oh man, bro. The Zacian was in range too. It definitely was, because we're Spexed, you know. Dude, I'd be mad too. We don't know anything about this Groudon, but like, we might as well just Tailwind. Because we can just KO here. I'll take that. I'll take those wins. We tried to use Blastoise. It kind of worked, but we'll take those.